Hello there, I'm your friend Teacher Sam, and today I have an intriguing topic to share with you. We're going to explore a unique approach to mastering the English language, an approach that involves practicing your speaking skills with non-native English speakers. Yes, you heard that right, non-native speakers. You might be thinking, shouldn't I be practicing with native speakers instead? Well, that's a common misconception, and I'm here to dispel it. Imagine this. You're in a room with people who are learning English just like you. They understand the struggles, the confusion with grammar, the tongue-twisting pronunciations, the vast vocabulary. They are on the same journey as you, making them the perfect companions to practice with. When you practice with non-native English speakers, you're in a less intimidating environment, which allows you to make mistakes and learn from them without fear of judgment. Practicing English with non-native speakers can also help you gain insights into different accents and dialects from around the world. This can be a great advantage as English is a global language, and being able to understand various accents can enhance your communication skills. Moreover, non-native speakers often pay more attention to the rules and structures of the language as they've had to learn it from scratch. This means they can provide valuable insights and corrections that you might not get from a native speaker who learned the language intuitively. But the most significant benefit of practicing with non-native speakers is the confidence you gain. When you're able to hold conversations and express yourself in English with your fellow learners, you gradually build up the courage to interact with native speakers. Now, you might wonder, how do we start practicing English with non-native speakers? Stay tuned to find out. The first step in practicing English speaking skills with non-native speakers is finding them. Now, you might ask, where do I find these non-native English speakers? Well, there are several avenues you can explore. Language exchange websites are a goldmine for this. These platforms connect people who are eager to learn and practice different languages. You can find people who are learning English and are fluent in the language you're interested in. It's a win-win situation. Then there's social media. Thanks to the global reach of platforms like Facebook or Instagram, you can easily find groups dedicated to language learning. Join these groups, interact and make connections with people who are also on the journey of learning English. Local communities are also a great resource. Look for local language clubs, cultural exchange groups, or international events in your city. These gatherings often attract individuals who speak multiple languages, including English. Once you've found your language partner, it's time to start the conversation. Starting a conversation might seem daunting, but don't worry, it's simpler than you think. Here are some tips to help you break the ice and get the chat flowing with fellow non-native English speakers. First, find a common ground. This could be anything from food, music, movies, hobbies, or even the weather. For instance, if you both love soccer, you could start by saying, "Did you watch the latest match?" or "Who's your favorite player?" Discussing mutual interests not only initiates a conversation, but also helps you feel more comfortable and connected with your speaking partner. Next, ask open-ended questions. These are questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. They require a more detailed response and encourage the other person to share more about themselves. For example, instead of asking, "Do you like reading?" you could ask, "What kind of books do you enjoy the most and why?" Such questions stimulate longer conversations, giving you more opportunities to practice your English. And also, keep your English simple. You might be tempted to show off your vocabulary, but remember, the aim is to communicate, not to confuse your partner. Use simple words and sentences that are easy to understand. This will make the conversation smoother and more enjoyable for both of you. Moreover, don't be afraid to make mistakes. They are part of the learning process. If you stumble over a word or phrase, just laugh it off and move on. It's likely that your conversation partner is also in the same boat and will understand. Lastly, be patient with yourself and your partner. Learning a new language takes time and practice. If you don't understand something, ask them to repeat or explain. Similarly, if they don't understand you, try to rephrase your sentences or use simpler words. Remember, the goal is to communicate effectively, not perfectly. So go ahead, start a conversation, and enjoy the journey of improving your English speaking skills together. As the saying goes, practice makes perfect. Now, let's delve into how consistent practice with non-native English speakers can significantly enhance your fluency, improve your pronunciation, and build your confidence in speaking English. Firstly, enhancing fluency. Just like learning to ride a bicycle or play a musical instrument, speaking a new language fluently requires regular practice. Engaging in conversations with non-native English speakers gives you ample opportunities to practice using the language in real-life situations. Over time, this constant interaction can help you express your thoughts more naturally and seamlessly in English. Next, improving pronunciation. Non-native speakers might also be learning to pronounce words correctly just like you. This shared experience can create a supportive environment where you can experiment with different sounds and accents without fear of judgment. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. After all, they're not stumbling blocks, but stepping stones to learning. Now, on to building confidence. Speaking English with non-native speakers allows you to gain confidence in a less intimidating environment. These individuals are likely facing the same challenges as you, making it easier for you to relate to each other. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become with the language, and as your comfort level increases, so does your confidence. However, it's important to be patient with yourself. Learning a new language is a journey, and every journey begins with a single step. Don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. It's not about how fast you learn, but about the progress you make each day. Consistency is key. Try to practice speaking English every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. The more you practice, the better you'll get. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. There are millions of other non-native English speakers out there, all trying to improve just like you. With time and practice, you will see noticeable improvements in your English speaking skills. As we wrap up, let's quickly recap what we've learned today. We've explored how to find non-native English speakers who are also looking to improve their language skills through language exchange platforms, social media groups, and local community events. We've delved into how to initiate a conversation with them by using common topics of interest, asking open-ended questions, and showing genuine curiosity about their culture and experiences. Finally, we've underscored the importance of continuous practice. Remember, practice doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. They are an essential part of learning. By regularly conversing with non-native English speakers, you're not just enhancing your language skills, but also building confidence, cultural understanding, and global connections. Remember, every conversation you have is a step closer to fluency, so don't hesitate. Start practicing your English speaking skills with non-native speakers today. It's a fun and effective way to learn. Until next time, keep practicing and stay curious.